Hey everybody, my name is Brendan Noble, author of the Frostmarked Chronicles, which is my fantasy series based on Slavic mythology. This week I'm taking Slavic Saturday as an opportunity to do the cover reveal for The Rider in the Night, which is the first novella for the Frostmarked Chronicles. That will be kind of a series of side stories that are attached to the main series and will be available for free to my newsletter subscribers. And The Rider in the Night, I'm excited to be able to announce the first of this series. It was available to my newsletter subscribers, it was sent out to them a couple days ago, and you can receive it as well. But I'm revealing right now to all you guys the public cover. So unlike the main series, this cover of this book is a more symbol-based cover symbolizing the firebird from Slavic mythology. And if you read the story, you'll understand the significance of the firebird in this story, specifically in the prequel novella, and then potentially showing up later in the series. No spoilers. And the description of this story is as follows. One rider's journey will save his tribe or end it forever. Andre has guarded the cold slopes of Perun's crown for years. Though he longs for home, his service pays for his father's debts to the Stivi king. He just needs his chance to earn his freedom. When the horsemen of the east come with tidings of war, he sees exactly that. Facing his tribe's destruction, the king commands Andre to ride for his western allies. If Andre succeeds, his debts will be forgiven. If he fails, his tribes will surely fall. Set in the days before A Dagger in the Winds, enter the Frostmarked Chronicles world of Slavic mythology with the journey that begins it all. Andre, our main character in this series, goes on a long journey from the eastern areas of one of the tribes called the Astivi in the story to the western tribe of the Kroviki, where he is trying to deliver a message that will help save his tribe, and if he fails, potentially lead to its demise. And so while the main series is talking about focused on two main characters, Václav and Otilia, this story focuses on Andre as he's going to them as kind of a catalyst for the main story's occurrences. I don't want to spoil too much of the storyline, but there is a lot of connection between the prequel and the main series itself. Nothing gets really ruined if you read the prequel before or after the main book, so you can choose whichever order you please. And it's kind of fun to be able to do a different style of this cover than what you will see soon in the cover of A Dagger in the Winds. That cover reveal is on May 15th. Because going with an illustrated style for the main series can be fun with focus on the characters, while some of these are focusing on the world and the ideas around the fantasy world based on mythology that I've created, because that's what these side stories are kind of meant to do, is add to that world and add a little bit more depth to it. That there's plenty of that depth in the main series, but it's fun to explore some of the side characters and their stories, as well as just the main characters as well in the main series. And I want to thank Deranged Doctor Design, who is the company that I worked with for coming up with this cover. They did a fantastic job. They're a Serbian company, and I wanted to specifically work with Slavic designers to help come up with the branding for this series, because they helped design both this cover as well as the cover for A Dagger in the Winds. While I worked with a Ukrainian illustrator for the main part of the cover, they did the text design. And so, being able to work with Slavs to come up with a Slavic mythology-based series has been a really fun experience, because it kind of involves people all over the world. And like I said, you can download this book for free by joining my newsletter list down in the description below. If you don't want to, you can also pre-order the ebook, which will be coming out on May 15th. Links are down in the description below for a variety of stores as well. And then also there will be a paperback copy of it coming out as well on May 15th, so you can pre-order that down below as well. If you also want to be able to be one of the people to receive both A Dagger in the Winds and The Rider in the Night, you can do that by pre-ordering the hardcover signed copy of A Dagger in the Winds. That will come with a free paperback edition of The Rider in the Night, so you can get both stories together as one kind of shipment. Both signed by me and with some other special goodies as well. And again, links are down in the description below for all of that. That's all I have for you guys this week. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you stay tuned for the May 15th cover reveal of A Dagger in the Winds and the June 15th release of A Dagger in the Winds. The series has been a lot of fun to work on, so I'm really excited for the prequel to take off, and then next month as well for the series itself to really get its main start. And Slavic Saturday, as it's normally done, will return next week with a god or a demon or whatever I'm feeling about doing at the time. But until then, I look forward to hearing you all's feedback about The Rider in the Night and talking to you more about more Slavic mythology next week.